Hey guys, it's M.K.S here, obviously. Back again with part two of this video. Hope everyone's well. Trying to be in a cheery mood. I'm a bit annoyed about a few things, but I'm going to try and be positive and cheerful. Uh, because a smile is a bit like charity, really. It brightens people's day. So I wish to God I was more positive and happy-go-lucky and stuff like that. But anyway, and perhaps I should be. Perhaps I shouldn't let things bother me. But also, like, well, it's really nice out there. So at least something positive's going on. And anyway, sorry. What was I going to say? Sorry, that's my train of thought. Damn it. Anyway, this is obviously part two of the video, and yeah, sorry. The 23rd is like with my patterns is the day I say, as I mentioned in part one, video part one, is like where I try and do like philanthropy, fundraising, M.K.S for philanthropy or charity or that kind of thing. I normally try and do that sort of stuff anyway, but I'm really going to try and focus as much as I can on how to fundraise for supporting people and how to help people and help as many people as I can and that sort of thing. So anyway, here goes. Number 11, obviously continuing on from part one. I hope to encourage both Italian football and Celtic and perhaps other fans around the world, football fans, soccer fans, whatever you want to call it, to do things like Soccer Aid or Football Aid, where, but maybe our own version where fans come together and like play football. And I especially hope, obviously, teams I support and love, like Italian football teams, Celtic, and so forth, have as many football games on YouTube as possible to fundraise for things like African and Asian inventors, African tech, bringing technology to rural parts of Africa or possible parts of Africa, and helping African software and general tech and inventors, and again supporting Asian inventors as well. But as I said before, like all my plans to do with technology are to support Africa, so or Indigenous Australians. But anyway, so I hope that like Celtic and Italian football Serie A teams and even lower league teams in Serie A and regular fans will play football together to raise funds, and Serie A itself will host events to raise funds for, and I know Celtic does this a lot, but I'd love Celtic to do more overseas again like they did before with the Celtic Foundation, and again support especially things like African technology and inventors again from what I call the Four and from Ireland as well, and places around the world with disadvantages, and go back to some of the work they did before in Kenya, Malawi, and places like that. Number 12, again, I hope to try and keep working to the best of my ability towards any charitable ideas. Again, I'd love to hear other people's charitable ideas and look at what are the best ways to help people around the world, and especially in the most disadvantaged backgrounds or areas, from the most disadvantaged backgrounds or areas, and like charities and NGOs working together as much as possible, especially those who share similar goals, like all the companies that work on tech, all the organizations and groups, charities and NGOs and so forth that work on African tech, and maybe even like the Giving Pledge and things like that go towards African tech. I hope that makes sense. Number 13, hope to not be too negative, and I'm trying to be like as positive and upbeat as possible, and talk about blessing people, rewarding people, and helping people rather than any of the negative stuff. So I hope, and I hope to also address some challenges to helping the poor and helping charity around the world and that sort of thing. And obviously, as I say in Alcoholics Anonymous, first step is to say you have problems that you have to address or whatever. So in terms of like charitable stuff, what challenges face Africa and Asia, like division, disunity, infighting, in other words, or whatever, and civil wars and wars and all these horrible things that happen, and how to like tackle them. So on that note, number 14, again, hope to look at how to solve all these problems facing Africa, Asia, and the rest of the world, and what I call the four and other groups I wish to support. Again, I hope to have like a list of groups I wish to support and that sort of thing. Number 15, I hope to focus on that goal as much as possible, and I know sometimes I struggle to focus, so I'm hoping to focus on what are the best ways that I can help as many people as possible. Like in the future, like any homeless charity or any group that helps disabled or disadvantaged people, I hope to look at how I can help them myself as well, and probably encourage other people as well. Number 16, on that note, I'd love to hear other people's ideas about what they think could be done to help more people, help other people, and that sort of thing. Um, Number 17, I hope people with skills, talents, and abilities look at what they could do and encourage people to use their skills, talents, and abilities to make the world a better place and help other people just as we would want to be helped if we were in their situation. And look at ideas, as I say, and ways to bring tech to rural parts of Africa and how to help Africa, all African nations, hopefully to have a better internet connection, and everyone in Africa to have, as many people in Africa at least as possible, to have tech training and things like that. And again, different projects we can do in charities, how we can network people from Africa, Asia, and what I call the Four generally to work together, indigenous people from those groups, which I call the Four, and that sort of thing. 18, again, hope to be a positive force for good in the world and encourage other people, network with other people who share similar goals about making the world a better place and things like that. 19, hope to address some of the challenges to helping African software developers and that sort of thing. And number 20, again, challenges to helping charity and helping young people around the world and African tech generally and that sort of thing. So please let me know what you think of this as ever, and hope some people out there enjoyed it, and I hope I get many supporters from Africa, Asia, and those places I've talked about, Ireland, Italian football fans, Celtic football fans, and also, what I call the Four generally, and that sort of thing. And it also like people, Aborigines, Maoris included, and Native Americans. Anyway, I think that covers everything. Hope I didn't repeat myself too much.